I'm making such a, like, I can't quietly make an entrance in this thing.
You just made an entrance. Hey, I'm Peggy.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're watching the Junction Fiber Bill
Millcast.
And we're going to be talking about it, but we have to at least acknowledge, don't you look bright and cheerful?
I know, and it's like a dreary day in Vermont. It's good we're actually getting rain today, and it's not 12 million
It's not
degrees.
raining on you.
It's not. I've got sunshine on my shoulders.
Very good. Hey, so how you doing, other than being bright and shiny?
I'm good. I'm good.
Excellent, excellent.
Sort of finally, like, recovered from the retreat weekend.
Yeah.
And moving on to thinking about Fiber Festival. I've been wearing this sort of, like, pause between, like, busy, maybe. I don't know.
Really? I don't know.
Really.
I feel pretty freaking busy. But we are into August.
Yes.
And there's a lot going on because we're starting the work to renovate our second floor, which is, right now it's just warehouse, storage space, but we just need it to get insulated, and it's going to be okay right now, but it's going to get very disruptive, and we'll certainly share that disruption when it occurs. And we're still waiting to hear about when our equipment's going to arrive. So tick, tick, tick.
In theory, the equipment has made it here
Right.
from Italy. It's in the States, as far as we know. We're just sort of waiting on the final paperwork, waiting to see what kind of, I don't even know. Is Maersk gonna, like the shipper, gonna bill us for the tariffs? Are we gonna get a letter from the U.S. government? I have no clue what's going on.
Don't
with the
know,
tariffs.
and not even going to think about it. And frankly, I don't want to talk about it until we know. So anyway,
Until we know. Yeah,
so
fair enough.
I have to share with you big goings on at the farm.
Okay.
It's just one of our most fun days. Sometime late spring, Todd and I both know this must happen, and that is mucking out the barn.
But it doesn't happen late spring.
No, we just kind of see
Dread
it
it.
coming and dread it, and then we wait for the coolest day we can in the summer. And we've had such a freaking heat wave with the humidity, not so good. So this past Saturday, we bit the bullet. And it took, good news is it only took 2 hours. But what we're talking about is moving out all the feeders, and then with the John Deere tractor, you're going to see Todd on it. Now, this is not a great example. He didn't get a whole lot in the bucket, but you're seeing it. But you take the bucket on the tractor, and you're scraping the floor and lifting up, a shitload of shit. And then this is the next clip. This is now me on the tractor where you're dumping it. So you're getting me at the wheel, with the bucket going up in the air and dumping it, and it's really an awful job. And
the reason it's top of mind in spring is, like, all winter you just slowly watch the floor rise, but it's solid.
It's solid. But when you're actually mucking it, you're releasing the gases.
Yeah.
The smell is heinous.
Yeah, and it stays that way for a couple days till everything.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. So we made the big pile.
Yeah.
And then we started getting rain. There's nothing worse than a fresh, giant pile of manure that then gets rained on, which is basically like stirring the pot. So we're sitting on our porch, and the waft goes through. I'm afraid to light a match.
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
What a picture to paint.
Just if you were thinking, oh, man, I see what Peg does with those sheep and Amanda does with the sheep. I'd like to have a sheep farm someday. This will just remind you that it's not all a bed of roses.
We have not mucked out our barnyard yet. And when I say we, I mean Cody, because I pretty much never muck the barn out. Every year to date, and we've been doing this maybe 5 or 6 years now,
Yeah.
Cody goes in with a pitchfork.
Yeah.
And it is a slow and
Yeah.
grueling task
Yeah.
to pitchfork even five sheep. You still have a layer.
You have a lot.
This thick, and you're just like,
right. And you're seeing Todd and I were using the John Deere, but you still have a lot of pitchfork to do because along the edges of the wall, it's brutal on the back.
yeah. And then you pile it up, and then in theory you move the pile later at some point.
And you have fields, acres of grass, and you're basically shoveling out the acres of grass that they ate.
Because it is like matted poop,
Yeah.
pee, and grass.
Yeah.
And it makes just like a layer.
Yeah.
You're peeling it off
Yeah.
just like flakes of hay.
Anyhow, probably more than you want to hear
Well,
about.
this year I'm really optimistic. I think I shared with the group, we have new fences and gates.
Yeah.
Cody built this beautiful big gate. So I think we're going to try to rent a small tractor this year to help the process.
That would be great.
That's a Cody project. I'm staying out of it.
You can hear the suds on your hands. Okay.
Okay, I'll be closing myself indoors.
I have errands to run, for sure.
Anyways.
Hey, let's talk about what you're wearing.
Okay.
This is just so fun.
I have to stand up and
Yeah,
show off because
yeah.
it's a little bit like small and
I mean,
cropped.
look at crocheted, obviously. This is so adorable. Not only is it adorable, we are so au courant.
I did not make this. We just have to put it out there. We
Yeah.
hire talented knitters and crocheters to make a lot of our samples. We do not have the time to whip these things out. So thank you to, I think Francesca.
Francesca did it.
Made this one. And yeah, we were inspired by Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
So here they are wearing the same.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were looking at, I was like, we need that. And I think like folks here were just like, I do not know. I was like, we need that in our neons.
Yeah.
So we found a pattern on Ravelry called the Increscent.
Yep.
By, what was it by?
Yana
York
Carter.
We'll link the pattern in the show notes, but it's
adorable.
It's so
So are we showing the picture of us pretending with Jack Black?
Okay, so you'll see Jack Black and Jason Momoa. And then we had to recreate it, so through the magic of Photoshop, we made one sweater.
Look like we had two. Very clever.
Was so fun.
That was very clever.
Anyways, we've had these neons in our collection for a while, but we just haven't talked about them. They
Yeah.
were our big splash last year, and we just thought we'd bring them back.
There they are.
Perfect for summer. Perfect. You know what? I'm looking forward to wearing this at the fiber festivals.
Oh,
Specifically
absolutely.
Rhinebeck. Obviously, I'll wear our knit-along sweater some of the time, but like...
Oh, don't you think you'll wear it at Vermont?
This? Oh, yeah, both. But I just mean, like, Rhinebeck has so many people.
Yeah.
What you need this for is when you want to stand out
Yeah.
from the crowd, because
Yeah.
no one's going to miss you.
No, that's for sure. So there's our neon collection. If you're at all inspired, but basically one skein of each, depending on your size. This one did with.
This
I think
one
we dipped
was one
into.
skein of each. I think it's one of the smaller sizes.
Okay.
And then we used 2 of the vampire because that was sort of like
For
you
the
made
edging?
a main color, so you'll notice like there's vampire between every other color.
Right, and the edging is also all the way around is vampire.
Yep. So
but you can again, you can
check
do
your
any
sizes.
Yeah,
This is very fun.
very
It's also,
cute.
honestly, like very lightweight because it's in our sport weight,
Yeah,
and
it's
there's so many holes because
Yeah.
it's crochet. So like even if it was super hot out, you could
It's adorable.
survive.
Absolutely adorable.
I think it's fun.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, so our knit along.
Okay. I'm gonna go first this time. Do you have yours?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going first because I have no chance to keep up with Peggy.
It's not a competition.
It is
This woman.
Okay.
Did you hear her? She said it is a competition. No, it isn't. I don't have a 1-year-old
There's
and a
a
3-year-old.
prize involved. There's a prize.
But not
us.
for you.
No, not for me.
Hey, yeah, you have small kids and it's been hot as hell. So what?
I'm doing my best. So I'm like three rows further along. than I
I'll
was.
tell you though,
This
I
is the
love the colors that you picked. That you
Yeah.
went with a solid.
Yeah,
So cool.
I think it's going to turn out really well. And we should just remind folks this is the Florence sweater
Yeah.
by Eleanor Mortensen, and you certainly still have time to join us.
Oh,
We're gonna be
absolutely.
knitting through October.
Yeah. Some people do the pattern. I know Liz likes to do it on her iPad,
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
follows
yeah.
it. I'm a paper gal.
Yeah, me too. No, I have my paper pattern.
Yeah, I mark it all up and I read it all the way through because I want to know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And to that point, you should also, if you're doing this and you haven't, read all the way through because one of the things you're going to want to take note on is when they say do chart A for the color work.
Yeah, when you're like on this part.
You think, okay, I'm off to the races doing it, but a few paragraphs down it says, in the meantime, after approximately X number of inches, depending on your size, you're going to want to separate for the sleeves. So
Yeah, so just a note, we have
Yeah.
a few people on this team here have been burned by that, and we just want to get. I'm not obviously anywhere close to splitting for sleeves.
I'm getting close. It's hard to see mine.
You need to turn to polygamous knitting so you can keep on pace here. We don't need you finishing in August.
Pardon me. Forget about it. Forget about it. I'm going to crank on this. And then, but you know what? Let me also say, I haven't been knitting for a while. As we may recall in the most recent Millcast, Peggy's been sort of sitting there looking at what you're knitting, and I just didn't have the mojo to do it. And now I'm like, oh, it's been a while, and I'm having fun with it. So I'm about here.
It looks so good. You can really see those colors like start to change.
Yeah,
now,
it's
which is really
more
fun.
subtle than yours.
Yeah,
but
I wanted the full contrast.
Yeah, this is a subtle, but I tried it on, so I put the
Yep.
what's that cord called? The bendable.
I forget.
But I put that on. So here's a picture of me in the mirror, just checking, and I'm going to do like about another ½ inch from what's in that picture.
Okay.
Because I really want to have the room in the armpits, which is
Totally.
going to take me a little more than 8 inches.
Okay.
I'm,
Smart to try it on.
and easy.
Well, I still gotta like remove your needle.
No. I did not remove my needles. I didn't bring it with me. I just stuck the rubber thing on.
Yeah.
I put it hard, so it was really hard to pull it off.
Yeah.
And then I just slid it. I didn't slid it. I slid it on just enough so I had enough. So my needles were still on.
I see.
Yeah. I
Okay,
didn't take
That's
it.
a really good tip.
I put maybe a third of the stitches on.
Gotcha. Okay, that's a great tip.
And it took no time at all. Nice. And I thought, if I'm going to put this kind of energy into it, I want to know that I got the armpit going.
Totally.
So for me, I will have gone through all of the chart before I separate for the sleeves.
Well, and I'm
that's okay.
almost done with my increases, so there we go.
Yeah, that's good. I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it too. I'm really curious to hear. I should have looked at the Ravelry comments before we sat down to record this, but I will look at them today, and we'll touch base to see how the community's doing. Next week on the Millcast.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It feels good to get back to knitting, and we usually start these episodes like no. Well, I was going to say like we're amateur forecasters.
The weather is looking fine for knitting this weekend, folks.
Well, exactly. We had a nice cool. Do you call it a front? We had a cool front come in.
Last night.
It was really lovely this morning.
It was so bad yesterday.
Oh, it was brutal.
It's been 90 degrees every time I go in my car, and I'm like, I should invest in those solar blocker things, you put in the windshield and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I have to.
You burn your butt.
Well, and I hate doing this because it doesn't seem environmentally friendly, but like I have an e-car, so like I start turning it on ahead of time because I can do it from the remote and it'll cool it down.
Okay.
But especially like if I'm going into the grocery store, if I'm going to pick Maeve up from school, it's a hazard to leave the car off because then her seatbelt buckle, the car seat gets so hot. And she's wearing shorts, and it can burn.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, if I'm wearing a crop shirt and I get in my car, I'm like, oh, God, that's horrible.
Yeah.
So it's been that sort of hot.
Well, and combine it with the humidity. The humidity is what's been so brutal.
Well, we can't go one episode without complaining about the Vermont weather.
It's true.
It's also so beautiful. There's green everywhere. We have our sheep, so we graze our sheep through our meadow. We have like a little 4 acres total, and probably we only graze 2 of that. But so they're in our meadow where we can see them, and then we'll bring them to our neighbors, and they sort of graze their meadows too. But I love it when they're in our meadow, and you look out and you see the garden and the little 5 sheep doing their thing. It's like nothing better.
It's quintessential.
But we pay for it in heat and humidity, so there you go.
Well, having said that, I'm going to show you a quick picture of our sheep in the meadow as the sun is going down. Man, we live in it's green and it's gorgeous. So enjoy that picture. Hey, you ready to take a tour?
Yes, let's go into the mill.
All right, it's Amanda's turn.
Okay, let's see what's going on in the mill. It's a little quiet right now, but that happens, and you're going to see for real what a mill's like. Sometimes really loud, sometimes really quiet. So the dyeing is all set up to go today. So this is kind of how it looks at the beginning phases. We've got all the dyes. This is going to be a Making Tracks colorway. I can tell because we have 3 different bottles of dyes set up here. This is going to be for 1 single ply, and then this is the dye not yet mixed with the water for the 2nd single. And then we'll ply them together to make the final yarn. And here is the fiber all ready to go in the pots. You can see we have a little duct tape here. This is to make sure we notice where the end is, because this is all one continuous strand of combed top. And then we also definitely don't want this to go through the pin drafter, so we pull this off before that happens, but just to keep it orderly. Looks like we've got some 2nd winter just got labeled, or is in the process of being labeled. I love this colorway. It's so neutral, calming. There's so much variation too. Look at this one. It has so much sort of light gray, and then you have some that are overwhelmingly dark gray, and everything in the middle. All right, we've got some roving here. Rinsing, this I believe was from our charcoal roots. We cannot make enough of that. You guys love it, which is great. But that is just being rinsed and ready to get spun out soon and dried. Logan is working on spinning. I believe this is some custom processing, and I can tell by the stop-start that it's causing us a little bit of trouble. So Logan is setting it up, but I'll show you some of the ones that are not broken. So I think she's probably watching this machine, like a hawk, because there've been a lot of issues. We've got about 49% humidity here in the mill today, which can be sometimes not enough. And so we might have to, you know, increase the humidity and see if that helps it go a little bit smoother. But it looks like this is some Shetland. Here you can see a bunch of singles that we did successfully spin. Those will have to get plied. And I believe this is some more Shetland on the plier. Logan's shaking her head, yes. So we've got a couple empty bobbins just because it isn't a huge amount left to do. You can see we've already done some here. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. But of course you can see there's a little bit of hay in there. And that's how you can tell this is from a real sheep who lived a whole life growing this fiber out in the field. All right, looks like we have some Midnight Plum roving in the can. I'll just give you a little sneak peek of that. We got to restock that colorway soon. Beautiful. These, if you didn't know, so these are our can coilers, and you've seen this machine on before. It sort of collects the roving coming through the pin drafter and on the carder for this one. And it just keeps it nice and organized for us because these cans, I'll show you an empty one, have a bottom on them. This is what I like to call bait wool, because wool likes to attract other wool. So when we first start it, the initial wool that comes down kind of likes to stick to this, which helps it go smoothly. But then these are spring loaded, so as it fills up, the bottom drops down, and we can fit about 10 pounds of coiled roving in there. So you can see this one is not quite full, but that's the 5.5 pounds of pin drafted home top that's going to go into one single ply of one batch of making tracks. Are you with me? Okay. And the rest of the mill is just a little quiet today. We're a little bit short-staffed. I think I'm going to hop back here as soon as I'm done with the Millcast today and do a little bit of skein winding or hanking, just whatever I can do to support the team. And, you know, it's kind of nice on a rainy day. You can stand in this window and hank. Ooh, okay, this is some brat, but it's a DK weight. And this is going to be part of our special thing we're doing for Halloween this year, so look out for that. Just a little sneak peek. And that's about all I can show you today. So I will head back in and we'll finish up the Millcast.
There you go.
There you go.
Logan's knocking it out. Drum roll. Speaking of the sheep that we were just talking about before the tour.
Okay, we needed to give you guys fair warning on this one because I'm going to take this off. I feel like it just clashes with this next segment.
I thought you were going to say it was too warm, but
it is. Yeah, it is kind of.
This is so exciting.
Right,
every year I get excited
about it.
You
drive this. I'll be the.
Okay, here I drive. These are my sheep. This is Savage Hart Farm yarn. This is 3-ply.
It's the first time we've done.
It's the first time we've done the 3-ply. You guys have been on the journey and now know this is Corriedale. That's what we're raising. These are their natural colors.
Yep.
This one is...
we're calling it brown black.
Brown black. These are our youngest sheep. They haven't begun to gray out. So these are our youngest.
This is the smallest in quantity.
Right, because we don't have a lot of young ones.
Like fleeces.
And I wanted it to be as dark as possible. So if there was any serious gray in a fleece, it didn't go into this. This one is, for the first time this year, I took 100% of our white.
Light gray.
And I added 5% of this. So it's
not white.
It's not white.
It's a light gray.
It's a light gray brown, and it's like just gorgeous.
It's like a cool. It's not a creamy gray.
No.
It's not an oatmeal. It's a definite light gray.
It's a light gray, and it's going to showcase yarns really, really well. If you were doing cabling work, man, this will be fabulous.
Yeah, stitch definition, and that's really why to do a 3-ply is the stitch definition.
The stitch definition.
These would definitely knit up well, just like on their own.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then the third one, which is really my favorite, we're calling it actually dark gray. I sometimes would have called it charcoal. You can still see occasionally a piece of the hay, just let you know it's from a real farm. And what this is are my senior ladies. So they have grayed out.
They're still uber soft.
Oh my God. So the quality of the yarn, so many people talk about lamb's wool as being special. Nah. This all feels like $1 million, but this is from my ladies. And when you get, it looks like a solid kind of a dark gray, but there's actually a little bit of black and a little bit of white, and then the gray. It's just a fabulous
And I guess
color.
The real message we're trying to drive home today, because we're going to talk about this all next week too, is that we have so little of this compared to, I think, the demand pent up right now.
Yeah.
Because it is what it is.
It's a flock.
Next Tuesday, you can't get it now. This is for next Tuesday. This is a set your alarm reminder situation.
Yeah. I was waxing a little too much there.
I'm getting off track too. I'm getting so excited about this yarn, but it's what we wanted to say. Set your alarms next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
That's when it launches, and you know how it goes with our launches. We know
Especially
how it goes.
our
this is going to sell out within minutes.
Our farm fresh is what it is. And just to be clear, the reason why there's a limited supply is it not because we're trying to play games with you. It's just the flock is what it was. We wintered over 34 sheep. So when we sheared them, we got all in about 240 pounds of raw wool. But Corriedale has a lot of lanolin in it. So when it gets scoured down, we lose it. Probably at the end of the day, we had maybe 190 pounds across the 3 colorways. So it is what it is. But
and it's all of the fleece for 2025. So next year, even if we do the same sort of like 3 colors and 3-ply,
they won't match.
It won't be able to knit together. So
because every season the ladies are aging. You know, the color is changing, and it is what it is.
So anyways, we're really stoked about this. We're going to talk about this a lot more next week. But if you have your heart set on it, I'd start looking at patterns now.
Think about how much you need. Yeah, because you got to buy what you need.
You got to buy what you need. All right.
All right. Enough of the alarmist. Yeah. Okay. So that's next Tuesday.
Yes.
All right. The other news, we do have an open house coming up at the end of
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. I think we said in the last Millcast, it should be a little crazy here with the renovation work going on. Talking about also possibly painting the roof of the building just because there isn't enough chaos going on. So come on by, and as I said in the last Millcast, see us cry. Although I won't be here, I will be with the family reunion.
And our excellent staff will be here, and we will have baskets available. Which you can't see
the
in
baskets.
Shop, but these are available at open houses. So
yeah, these are. I gotta get one of those. I think.
Yeah, I think they're so fun. I mean, you can see. I love.
You
mine.
love yours.
I love yours. Although I wish I had Junction Fiber Mill colors.
But of course, I love my bag too.
Oh, jeez, that's a former life.
Former life. Amanda made this for me years ago. I love it. Okay. Do we have anything more to say?
No new business.
No new business.
We can conclude.
This is the conclusion of the Millcast. See you later.
See ya.